Here are Grandma's 50 ingenious home hacks you will use every day that work extremely well. Clean oil paintings with stale bread. Did you know that stale bread can safely clean oil paintings? Grandma swore by this gentle method. The soft, slightly abrasive texture of stale bread absorbs dirt and grime without damaging the painting's surface. To do it, take a slice of stale, not moldy bread and gently rub it over the surface of the painting in circular motions. Replace the bread as it becomes dirty. This method works because bread naturally lifts dirt while being soft enough not to scratch delicate surfaces. Store cookies with a sugar cube to keep them crisp. Cookies tend to lose their crunch over time, but Grandma has a simple fix for that. Cubed sugar. Sugar is an excellent moisture absorber, which helps keep baked goods dry and crisp. To use, simply place a sugar cube in an airtight container with your cookies, ensuring it doesn't directly touch them. The sugar will trap excess moisture inside the container, allowing your cookies to stay fresh and crunchy for days longer than usual. Shine hardwood floors with cooled tea. Using tea to clean and shine hardwood floors is an old trick based on the natural properties of tannins found in black tea. Brew a pot of strong black tea and let it cool completely. Dip a soft cloth into the tea, wring it out, and gently wipe down your floors. The tannins in the tea clean the surface while bringing out the natural warmth of the wood. It's a chemical-free, natural way to restore shine. Absorb paint fumes with a bowl of raw oatmeal. Fresh paint often leaves behind harsh fumes that can linger for days. Surprisingly, raw oatmeal can help absorb and neutralize these odors. Fill a large bowl with uncooked oatmeal and place it in the freshly painted room. Let it sit overnight, and the oatmeal will naturally trap and reduce the chemical fumes. This method works particularly well in smaller, enclosed spaces where ventilation is limited, making it a quick, natural solution for clearing the air. Prevent moths by wrapping woolen clothing in brown paper. Moths can be a nuisance to woolen clothing, but brown paper offers a simple, natural barrier. The rough texture of the paper deters moths, keeping your garments safe. To use this hack, fold your woolen clothes neatly and wrap them in brown paper before storing them away. Secure the paper with twine or tape. This method allows your clothes to breathe while preventing moth damage, making it a reliable way to store woolens for long periods. Freshen closets by hanging dried lavender. Lavender's natural fragrance has been used for centuries to freshen up living spaces. Hanging dried lavender in your closet not only provides a pleasant scent, but also acts as a natural moth repellent. Simply tie a small bundle of dried lavender with twine and hang it from the closet rod or place it in a fabric sachet. The calming aroma of lavender will keep your clothes smelling fresh for weeks while protecting delicate fabrics from pests. Shine silver with cold potato water. Did you know that leftover potato water can make your silver sparkle? The starches in potato water bind to tarnish, lifting it away from the surface. After boiling potatoes, save the cooled water. Soak your tarnished silver items in the cold potato water for about 30 minutes. Once soaked, use a soft cloth to gently scrub the silver clean. Rinse with warm water, and your silver will gleam without the need for harsh chemicals. Freshen the house by boiling lemon and orange peels. Citrus peels are a natural way to refresh your home's air. The oils in lemon and orange peels release a fresh scent when heated. To use this hack, fill a pot with water and add a handful of citrus peels. Bring the water to a simmer, allowing the steam to carry the bright, zesty fragrance throughout your home. For added scent, toss in cinnamon sticks or cloves and enjoy the lingering, fresh smell for hours. Silence squeaky hinges with lard. Got a squeaky hinge? Lard can serve as a quick and effective lubricant. The fats in lard help reduce friction between metal parts, eliminating the noise. To use, scoop a small amount of lard onto a cloth or your finger, then rub it directly onto the hinge. Move the door back and forth to spread the lard evenly. This old-fashioned solution works well in a pinch and leaves your doors moving smoothly and quietly. Remove underarm dark spots with beets. Beets are packed with antioxidants that can help brighten and lighten skin. To reduce underarm dark spots, grate a fresh beet and extract the juice. Soak a cotton pad in the beet juice and apply it directly to the darkened areas of your underarms. Let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes before rinsing with warm water. Repeating this process regularly can naturally lighten the skin and reduce discoloration over time. Clean copper pans with salt and vinegar. Copper pans can lose their shine over time, but a simple mixture of salt and vinegar will bring them back to life. The acidity of vinegar breaks down tarnish, while the abrasive texture of salt scrubs it away. To clean, sprinkle salt on the copper surface, then pour a small amount of vinegar over it. Gently scrub with a soft cloth or sponge in circular motions. Rinse with water and your copper will regain its beautiful shine. Remove candle wax from furniture with hot vinegar. Have you spilled candle wax on furniture? Hot vinegar can help dissolve it. Heat some vinegar until it's warm, but not boiling, and soak a soft cloth in it. Gently rub the vinegar-soaked cloth over the waxed area until the wax softens and lifts off the surface. The heat and acidity of the vinegar help break down the wax, making it easier to remove without damaging the furniture's finish. Wipe clean and buff for a smooth surface. Waterproof leather shoes with lard or fat. Grandma said that lard or fat can be used as a natural waterproofing agent for leather shoes. The fats create a protective barrier that repels moisture. To waterproof your shoes, rub a thin layer of lard or fat onto the leather using a soft cloth. Make sure to cover the entire surface evenly. Let it sit for a few hours, allowing the fat to soak in. Then buff the shoes to remove any excess. Your shoes will be protected from rain and snow. Shine dull pennies with vinegar and salt. Did you know that vinegar and salt can restore the shine to dull pennies? Grandma knows this all too well. The acetic acid in vinegar dissolves the copper oxide that causes tarnishing. To clean pennies, mix equal parts vinegar and salt in a small bowl. Drop the pennies into the solution and let them soak for a few minutes. Remove them, rinse with water, and gently rub with a soft cloth to reveal their original shine. This method works quickly and is fun to watch. Prevent rust on sewing needles by sticking them into soap. Sewing needles are prone to rusting over time, but soap can help keep them rust-free. The oils and moisture in soap create a thin, protective coating on the needle, preventing rust. To use this hack, simply stick your sewing needles into a bar of soap when not in use. When you're ready to sew, the needle will glide smoothly through fabric, and the soap residue will help prevent it from rusting during storage. Absorb damp smells with a bowl of coal near the fireplace. Coal is an excellent natural odor absorber, especially for musty, damp smells near a fireplace. The porous structure of coal helps it trap and neutralize unwanted odors. To use, place a few lumps of coal in a bowl and set it near the fireplace or in other damp areas. Leave it there for a few days, and the coal will gradually absorb the moisture and odors. Replace the coal as needed to keep the space fresh and odor-free. Polish boots with the inside of a banana peel. Banana peels contain natural oils and potassium that can help restore the shine to leather boots. To polish your boots, take a ripe banana peel and rub the inside of the peel directly onto the leather. Focus on scuffed or dull areas. After covering the boots with the banana peel, use a soft cloth to buff the surface until the shine returns. This hack is a quick, eco-friendly way to bring life back to your leather shoes. Fill scratches and restore wooden furniture shine with beeswax. Beeswax is a natural solution for filling minor scratches and restoring shine to wooden furniture. The wax fills in the scratches while adding a protective layer to the wood. To use, warm a small amount of beeswax in your hands until it becomes soft. Gently rub it over the scratches in a circular motion, ensuring it fills the gaps. Then buff the surface with a soft cloth to restore the wood's shine and protect it from further damage. Prevent celery leaves from wilting by storing them in cold water. Celery leaves can wilt quickly if not stored properly, but keeping them in cold water helps them stay fresh longer. The water hydrates the leaves and keeps them crisp. To store, trim the leaves from the stalks and place them in a jar or container filled with cold water. Store the container in the fridge, changing the water every couple of days. This method keeps the celery leaves crisp and ready to use for a longer time. Keep eyeglasses clear with a cut raw potato. A raw potato can be used to prevent eyeglasses from fogging up. The starch in the potato creates a thin, invisible film on the lenses, reducing condensation. To use, cut a raw potato in half and rub the cut side of the potato across both sides of the lenses. Let the potato juice sit for a few minutes, then wipe the lenses clean with a soft cloth. Your glasses will remain clear even in humid or cold conditions. Use a hot cloth-wrapped brick as a bed warmer. Before electric blankets, heated bricks were a common solution for cold beds. The brick holds heat for an extended period, warming the bed throughout the night. To use, heat a clean brick in the oven at a low temperature, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius, for 30 minutes. Once heated, carefully wrap it in a thick cloth or towel to avoid burns. Place the brick at the foot of your bed, and it will keep your feet warm as you sleep. Scrub tea stains with baking soda and water paste. Tea stains on mugs or teapots can be stubborn, but baking soda works wonders. Grandma said that the gentle abrasiveness of baking soda lifts the stains without scratching the surface. To clean, mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with enough water to form a thick paste. Apply the paste to the stained areas and scrub with a sponge or cloth. Rinse thoroughly, and your mugs or teapots will be stain-free and sparkling clean in no time. Clean piano keys with a milk-dampened cloth. Piano keys can collect dirt and oils from frequent use, but a gentle cleaning method with milk works wonders. The proteins in milk help break down grime without damaging the keys. To clean, dampen a soft cloth with a small amount of milk, just enough to moisten the cloth, not soak it. Wipe each key gently, then follow up with a dry cloth to remove any excess moisture. This will leave your piano keys looking fresh and clean. Scrub greasy pans with wood stove ashes. Wood stove ashes are a natural abrasive that can effectively cut through grease on pans. The fine texture of the ash helps to scrub away stubborn residue. To clean a greasy pan, sprinkle a small amount of wood ash onto the surface. Add a little water to make a paste, then scrub with a cloth or sponge. Rinse the pan thoroughly with warm water to remove any remaining ash, and your pan will be grease-free. Boil pine needles to freshen the air. Pine needles release a refreshing, forest-like scent when boiled, making them a natural air freshener. To use, fill a pot with water and add a handful of fresh pine needles. Bring the water to a simmer and let the pine needles infuse the air with their clean, woodsy aroma. For an extra burst of fragrance, you can add cinnamon sticks or cloves. This simple trick fills your home with a pleasant scent without the use of chemical air fresheners. Polish shoes and remove scuffs with old nylons. Nylons aren't just for wearing, they work wonders on shoes too. The soft, stretchy fabric of old nylons is perfect for buffing and removing scuffs from leather shoes. To polish your shoes, simply ball up a pair of old nylons and rub them over the shoe's surface in circular motions. The nylon gently buffs the leather and restores shine without scratching. This simple trick is an easy, eco-friendly way to give your shoes a fresh look. Keep razor blades sharp by drying after use. Did you know that moisture dulls razor blades over time? Drying them thoroughly after each use extends their life by preventing rust and corrosion. After shaving, rinse the blade with warm water, then gently pat it dry with a towel. You can also shake off excess water or even use a blow dryer for faster results. Keeping your razor dry between uses not only sharpens the blade, but also saves you money on replacements. Store upright candles in a jar of dried beans. Candles are tricky to store upright, but dried beans make a great stabilizer. The beans act as a sturdy base, keeping the candles in place while also protecting them from breaking. To use, simply fill a large jar or container with dried beans and place your candles upright in the jar. The beans will prevent them from toppling over, and the storage solution doubles as a decorative piece for your home. Rub candle wax on thread for easy sewing. Threading a needle can be frustrating, especially if the thread frays or tangles. Rubbing candle wax on the thread before sewing helps prevent these issues by coating the fibers and making the thread glide smoothly through fabric. To do this, simply pull the length of your thread across a candle a few times, applying light pressure to coat it evenly. Waxed thread reduces friction, making sewing easier and more efficient, especially with thicker fabrics. Scrub cast iron cookware with corn husks. Corn husks are a natural, eco-friendly alternative to scrubbers for cleaning cast iron cookware. Their fibrous texture helps remove food residue without damaging the seasoned surface of the pan. To clean, simply take a handful of dried corn husks and scrub the pan's surface in circular motions. Add a little warm water for extra cleaning power, but avoid soap. Rinse thoroughly and dry the pan completely to maintain its non-stick seasoning. Store potatoes in a dark, cool place to prevent sprouting. Potatoes are prone to sprouting when exposed to light and warmth. Keeping them in a cool, dark place slows down this process. To do this, place your potatoes in a paper or mesh bag and store them in a pantry, cellar, or other location with temperatures between 45 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid storing them near onions, as this can cause them to spoil faster. This method helps your potatoes last longer without sprouting or turning green. Starch linens with cooled rice water. Did you know that rice water can naturally starch linens? After boiling rice, save the water and let it cool. Once cooled, submerge your linens in the rice water for about 30 minutes. After soaking, remove the linens, gently wring out excess water, and hang them to dry. Once dry, iron them for a crisp finish. The starch from the rice creates a firm, smooth texture, making it a perfect alternative to chemical-based starch sprays. Brighten linens by soaking them in buttermilk. Buttermilk's lactic acid is a natural brightener for fabrics. To restore your linens, mix 1 part buttermilk with 2 parts water and soak the fabrics for several hours. The lactic acid works to lift yellowing or dullness from the fabric fibers. After soaking, rinse thoroughly and wash as usual. This hack leaves your linens fresh and noticeably whiter without using harsh bleach or chemical brighteners, making it both effective and gentle on delicate fabrics. Eliminate odors with apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a simple yet powerful deodorizer. To tackle stubborn odors, fill a small bowl with apple cider vinegar and place it in the room or area that smells. Leave it for several hours or overnight. The vinegar will absorb and neutralize unpleasant odors. Alternatively, you can dilute it with water and spray it onto fabrics or furniture to freshen them up. This natural remedy eliminates odors without masking them with artificial scents. Remove ink stains from clothing with lye soap. Ink stains can be tricky, but lye soap is an old-fashioned solution that works. Start by wetting the stained area with warm water. Rub a bar of lye soap directly onto the ink stain, working it into a lather. Allow it to sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Then rinse thoroughly with cold water. Repeat as necessary until the ink is gone. The alkaline properties of lye soap break down the ink particles, making them easier to lift from the fabric. Lubricate sticky locks with butter. If you're dealing with a sticky lock, butter can help. The natural fats in butter act as a quick lubricant to get things moving again. To use, take a small amount of butter on the tip of a toothpick or cotton swab and apply it directly into the keyhole. Insert the key and turn it a few times to work the butter into the lock mechanism. This hack provides a quick fix until you can apply a more durable lubricant. Ease bee sting pain with raw garlic. Garlic contains anti-inflammatory compounds that can help ease the pain of a bee sting. Crush a clove of fresh garlic to release its juices. Then press the crushed garlic directly onto the sting site. Hold it in place with a clean cloth or bandage for 15 to 20 minutes. The garlic helps reduce swelling and numb the area, providing quick relief. This remedy works best if applied immediately after the sting occurs to neutralize the venom. Repel garden pests with bay leaves. Bay leaves are a natural repellent for many garden pests, which Grandma often uses. Their strong aroma deters insects like ants, weevils, and beetles. To protect your garden, scatter whole or crushed bay leaves around the base of your plants or directly into the soil. You can also tuck them into small cloth bags and hang them near susceptible plants. The pungent scent disrupts pest senses, keeping them away without harmful chemicals. Reapply the leaves as their scent fades over time. Remove candle wax from fabrics with a hot iron and brown paper. Candle wax can be tricky to remove from fabrics, but a hot iron and brown paper make it easy. Start by placing a piece of brown paper or a paper bag over the wax stain. Heat your iron to a low setting, no steam, and gently press it over the paper. The heat melts the wax, which is then absorbed into the paper. Repeat with clean sections of paper until the wax is gone, then wash the fabric as usual. Polish the kitchen sink with leftover tea leaves. Tea leaves are mildly abrasive and can effectively polish stainless steel sinks. After making tea, save the used tea leaves and sprinkle them into your sink. Use a soft cloth or sponge to scrub the sink in circular motions, allowing the tannins in the tea to gently lift stains and grime. Once finished, rinse the sink thoroughly with warm water. This eco-friendly hack cleans and shines your sink while repurposing something you'd normally throw away. Soften wool sweaters by soaking them in vinegar and water. Wool sweaters can become stiff and itchy over time, but vinegar can help restore their softness. To soften your sweater, mix 1 part vinegar with 2 parts water in a large basin. Submerge the sweater and let it soak for about 30 minutes. The vinegar breaks down minerals and soap residue that stiffen the wool. After soaking, rinse thoroughly with cool water and lay flat to dry. This method leaves wool sweaters soft and cozy without harsh chemicals. Polish copper pots with a flour paste. Flour paste is a simple, effective way to polish copper pots. To make the paste, mix equal parts flour, salt, and vinegar until it forms a thick consistency. Apply the paste to the copper surface, rubbing in circular motions. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes to allow the acidic vinegar to break down the tarnish. Then rinse off the paste with warm water and buff dry with a soft cloth, revealing a bright, shiny surface. Wash hair with buttermilk for shine. Buttermilk's natural fats and proteins can nourish hair, leaving it shiny and smooth. To use, pour 1 cup of buttermilk over wet hair, making sure to coat all strands. Massage the buttermilk into your scalp and let it sit for about 20 minutes. The lactic acid gently cleanses while the fats moisturize. Rinse thoroughly with cool water and follow up with a light conditioner. This natural remedy works wonders for dull, dry hair. Freshen wardrobes with lavender sachets in drawers. Lavender's calming scent makes it perfect for freshening wardrobes and keeping clothes smelling clean. To make lavender sachets, fill small fabric pouches or muslin bags with dried lavender flowers. Place them in drawers, closets, or among folded clothes. The lavender scent not only masks odors but also repels moths and other insects. Replace the sachets every few months to maintain their fragrance and effectiveness in keeping your clothes fresh. Brighten lace with lemon juice and sunlight. Lemon juice acts as a natural bleach, perfect for brightening delicate lace fabrics. To restore your lace, soak it in a solution of lemon juice and water, 1 part lemon juice to 3 parts water, for about 30 minutes. After soaking, lay the lace flat on a towel and place it in direct sunlight. The citric acid in the lemon juice works with UV rays to gently lift discoloration and restore the lace's natural whiteness. Keep cucumbers fresh with a water-soaked cloth. To keep cucumbers crisp and fresh longer, use a water-soaked cloth. Cucumbers lose moisture quickly, causing them to become soft. Wrap them in a clean cloth dampened with water and store them in the crisper drawer of your fridge. The moisture from the cloth helps regulate humidity and prevents dehydration. Re-wet the cloth as needed to maintain moisture levels. This method ensures your cucumbers stay fresh and firm for several extra days. Scrub chimney soot with vinegar-soaked corn cobs. Vinegar's acidity helps break down soot, and corn cobs offer a natural scrubbing texture. Soak dried corn cobs in white vinegar for about 10 minutes. Once soaked, use the cob to scrub the soot-covered areas of your fireplace or chimney. The cob's rough surface, combined with the vinegar's cleaning power, effectively lifts the grime without scratching. After scrubbing, wipe the area with a damp cloth. This simple method removes stubborn soot buildup and restores the fireplace's appearance. Clean mirrors with vinegar-dipped newspaper. Here's a classic hack from Grandma. Using vinegar and newspaper for cleaning mirrors. The vinegar cuts through grease and dirt, while the newspaper provides an abrasive texture without leaving lint behind. Dip a crumpled sheet of newspaper in white vinegar and gently scrub the mirror in circular motions. Once you've cleaned the surface, buff the mirror with a dry section of newspaper to achieve a clear, streak-free shine. This eco-friendly solution avoids the need for commercial cleaners and leaves your mirror spotless. Naturally, bleach and deodorize fabric by hanging it in the sun. Sunlight acts as a natural bleach and deodorizer, making it ideal for brightening fabrics. After washing, hang your fabric items outside in direct sunlight. The sun's UV rays work to break down stains and neutralize odors. This method is especially effective for white fabrics. For delicate items, avoid peak midday sun to prevent overbleaching. Air drying in the sun not only brightens your laundry, but also leaves it smelling fresh without chemical additives. Soothe mosquito bites with raw onion. Onions contain sulfur compounds that help reduce itching and swelling from mosquito bites. To relieve discomfort, cut a slice of raw onion and place it directly on the bite. Hold it in place for 10 to 15 minutes to allow the onion's juices to penetrate the skin. The anti-inflammatory properties of sulfur reduce irritation and promote healing. After removing the onion, wash the area with cool water. This natural remedy provides quick relief from pesky mosquito bites. For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.